This episode will focus on someone who is not always easy to talk about, nor even hear about. Our subject today is none other than Karl Panzram. He is notorious for all sorts of incalculable crimes that he committed during his lifetime. He was born poor on a farm in East Grand Forks, Minnesota in 1890. So he was abused, obviously. He claims that he was only allowed 2 or 3 hours of sleep each night. In 1899, the age of 8, he was first arrested, and the charge was drunk and disorderly conduct. So he regularly commits burglaries and thieveries in his early teens. His mother is just fed up with him. He's out of control, and he's sent to the Minnesota State Training School in Red Wing, which was a reform school. This is where he first discusses that he was raped and gang raped by other boys at this school and also by the staff of this school. He decides he's going to burn the place down. And he does, and he actually burns down part of this institution. So he's discharged from the army and he's released. And he resumes his crime sprees. And now we find him in jails in Oregon, Idaho, California, Montana again, Kansas, Texas. And then eventually he ends up somehow on the East Coast. He's arrested in Connecticut, twice in New York, and then Washington, D.C. Now, this would have been over years, but he's constantly not only committing crimes, he seems to be an expert at actually getting arrested. He starts using all sorts of aliases, claims to be, his name is Jefferson Davis, and that he's from Alabama. He claimed to have sodomized over 1,000 boys and men in his lifetime. He treated life itself as nothing but brutality. He, at this point, boarded a ship to Angola. Now he's on his way to Africa. He seems to have established himself as some sort of a seaman. He goes to Angola and he works on an oil rig there. He is sent to Leavenworth again. This is a place that he would have known and a place that he despised. Within a year of his readmittance to Leavenworth, he kills a prison guard named Robert Warnke. After he's sentenced to death, he refused all appeals. He was hanged on September 5th of 1930 at Leavenworth, where he had been so many years before. And supposedly he said to the executioner, "Hurry it up, you Hoosier bastard. I could kill a dozen men while you're screwing around."
This concludes the latest episode of Well Hung History. Make sure to subscribe and leave us a killer review. New episodes drop regularly.